Guys, Dr. Mo here, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about erectile dysfunction. It is a huge reason to be concerned, and many people, many men suffer from it, and we want to remove the stigma associated with it and have a candid conversation about it. We want to talk about how it happens, what are some of the causes, and what are the treatment options as well. So let's jump right into it. If you're new to this channel, please by all means go ahead and subscribe, like, and share this video. If you are not new, and I want to just tell you welcome back, let's talk about erectile dysfunction. So many of you may ask, what is it? Well, erectile dysfunction is when a man has the inability to get an erection or to maintain an erection. So sometimes a male can get an erection, but possibly can't maintain it throughout the sexual encounter. That is erectile dysfunction. Now, many people have different symptoms and signs. It could be something that you notice along the way that possibly happens, such as a slight delay or an inability to respond to your partner when in an intimate moment. Those are slight signs, but I have you to know that erectile dysfunction is not always psychological. It could potentially be medical as well. So you definitely want to make sure that you are aware of exactly what are your causes. In order to get that, you need to work with your primary care provider and or your mental health provider as well. A little bit about how this happens. So from a mental health standpoint, you know that we all have a certain degree of stress from work, stress from life. Depression could be a huge problem. Also, in addition to that, some anxiety. When you're anxious about things, that too could lead to erectile dysfunction. Things such as worrying. When you worry a lot, it could be that you're not worrying about your sexual performance at the time, but you're worried about a new relationship, how this person is going to respond to you. You're worried about things that are going on in your life. You're worried about how you will perform in other areas of your life. Those things cause a certain degree of anxiety and stress. And as a result of that, it minimizes or reduces your ability to perform from a sexual standpoint. You don't find although you're attracted to the person that you're with, you're not able to respond to them because you're not stimulated by them because of all the things that you're encountering. So those are things that we definitely see more often than not from a psychological standpoint. Anytime that you are actually experiencing some type of erectile dysfunction, it presents sometimes as a soft erection, trouble getting the erection, trouble maintaining the erection, the anxiety. You want to be able to address the issue as it is happening. So men, definitely be as transparent. I know it's very difficult to have this conversation with your significant other about how you're feeling at the time or to express to them the current state of your situation. Now, if it is medical in nature, there are certain things that lead to erectile dysfunction, but you definitely want to be able to have that conversation with your significant other. You want to be able to talk about the events that are possibly associated with your erectile function. It could be a new job that you're getting. It could be you're retiring. You recognize that there's a major life change or a life event. Those things can also cause problems for you in terms of an erection. The death of a partner. You could have lost a partner in the past and you're severely depressed about that. These are the type of things you want to at least have the conversation with the person that you're in a relationship with. And sometimes it's difficult because the anxiety or your inability to perform has to do with the person that you are with. And it definitely is a difficult conversation to have, but it's a necessary conversation to have so that you can actually work together to get you through this difficult time. If by chance you have medical conditions that need to be addressed, then by all means, when you reach out to your primary care provider, you want to share with them your symptoms. Share with them what you're experiencing and be extremely transparent. It's a difficult conversation to have, but it's a necessary conversation to have. Do not hold back on what you're experiencing. And from a treatment standpoint, there are options for those of you that are having medical conditions. You can address those medical conditions first. And once you get those things stabilized, then some normalcy in terms of erection may return. And in instances where it does not, you can possibly get like a vasodilator or some hormonal type treatment, which is medication that could possibly assist you along the way. If it's psychological an issue, worrying, depression, anxiety, any of those things, you can definitely reach out to a healthcare provider, a mental health care provider, and they can assist you with therapy. They can also help you walk through some of the encounters that you're having. They can also help you address the underlying issue, which is the mental health issue that's impeding on your sexual life. They can also help you reduce those issues so that you can return to a healthy sexual life. Now, these are all great things, but in order for any of it to work, men, I need for you to be honest with you and recognize that you are not alone. There are many men that are suffering the exact same thing. They won't talk to you about it most often because it is a sensitive subject. But I assure you that you're not alone in this. You're worth getting through this. By all means, reach out to your medical and your mental health providers and get through this. You're so worth it. I'm Dr. Mo. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, have a great day.